What's up, guys? So I haven't made many videos as of late, specifically since the whole time during E3, even before then, even before E3, like during the release of The Witcher, obviously, because a lot of things have been going on. I wish I could. Some people were like, a lot of things have been going on means playing The Witcher. I wish that's what it was. It's not just that. But after that, it just a whirlwind of things started to happen. And then E3 and stuff. So it's been a crazy time right now, especially this past week. It's been pretty. You know, when you feel your head, your brain is just like your worst enemy. That's kind of how it was for me this past week. So it was really hard. I mean, not only because I couldn't physically record because of situations here, but my mind just wasn't right. Like, I wasn't in a good spot to be recording. I'm slowly starting to get out of that little bump in my life. It's not easy to get out of those situations where you just, I don't know, you just feel like, I don't know, where you just overthink everything. And then I'm already like that. I already overthink things. It's just not worth it because I already have enough on my plate, and I want to keep doing this stuff. Staying away from this is not good for me, so this really helps me keep me sane. I've said it many times because I mean it. So the reason why I'm doing this video is I'm going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A because I think I want to make this MD12 days. I'm still doing that. I'm still not done. I think this is day 7. I was looking, and the last one I saw was day 6. So I think this is day 7. But I was looking for the questions, and it's hard to look through the questions now since it's been so long. So I just went on Twitter and I asked you guys to ask me some questions. So I'm going to be opening these guys. When I saw these, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. These have my name written all over it. These are official. These are Dragon Age, the Heroes of Thetis, Titans vinyl figures. I saw these, I think, the beginning of this week. I don't know when they came out, but I found them on Amazon, which was really good. I think they have them on the BioWare store, but it was very cool that I found them on the Amazon store because I had a gift card. So I was able to get 6 of them. I'd had that Amazon gift card for a while now, so it came in handy. I didn't know what I was going to get it on. Okay, so these are the ones you can get. And then Anders, Grey Warden, Alastair, Morrigan, Liliana, another version of Anders, I believe, and Morrigan. That Liliana looks like the one from Inquisition. It is. I thought this was Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. But that Liliana is from Dragon Age Inquisition. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the Aeroshock. I didn't even see him. So obviously I want Alastair. Varric. Oh, I think that's Dragon Age Inquisition Varric as well, with the little chest plate. I think that's him, because in Dragon Age 2, he just had all the chest hair all flowing in the sun. Should I buy a PS4? If you already have an Xbox One, I think this person does. I'm pretty sure they do. I love the PS4. I absolutely love it. I mean, even when it comes down to the controller, I think the controller is awesome. I think it's one of the best controllers I've ever had. I mean, the 360, I love the 360 controller, but the PS4 controller is just so perfect. It's a little Dragon Age trash bag. But I recommend the PS4, especially, I mean, they have different exclusives. It all depends on whether you like the exclusives. I think I got Anders. Whoa, these look pretty funny. I got Anders. This is Anders from Dragon Age 2. It's got a little ponytail. I like it. I love it. I'm not a fan of Anders, especially Dragon Age 2 Anders. I like Dragon Age Awakening Anders, but he looks cool. So there's Anders. Let me put them right here so you guys can see them. But yeah, if you look at the PS4 exclusives, that are coming out this year. I prefer them over the Xbox One, although Xbox One brought it this E3, I think. I think finally, my Xbox is starting to present some games that I'm interested in, because before I was like, so I'm starting to want an Xbox One. But yeah, I would recommend a PS4 because it's a really good system. I got Alastair. He's so cute. Oh my, is this the rare Alastair? Let me see. No. No, it's not. This Alastair is from the comics. I think that this Alastair, the question mark Alastair, is the one from Dragon Age Origins, I think. Aw, that's the one that I would have wanted. I don't care. It's Alastair, and Alastair is awesome. So far, no doubles. I got Morrigan. Oh my god, she looks so cool. Oh, what's this? Oh, she comes with a staff. That's so cool. Oh no, it's not a staff. It's like an ice blast or something. Ooh. Oh, girl. You smell poisonous. She looks kind of evil. She looks authentic. She looks weird though. Look at her. She's staring into your soul. She's so indifferent with her purple lipstick. That's pretty cool. I like it. Now, is Morrigan the only one that came with something, or am I missing something? Oh my god, I'm so glad I looked. They all come with something. Where's the other one? Did Anders come with anything? Aw, Anders didn't come with anything. Anders, you loser. Alastair came with his little sword. It's so cute. Dude, these are so... The smell. Aw. He's a pike twirler. Oh, Morgan. You could stand by your best friend, Alastair. Would you rather Geralt or Cullen? That's a good question, because I would rather both of them. Cullen is more normal. You know, like... Yeah, I think you could live a more normal life with Cullen and not so much with Geralt, because I mean he's a monster hunter and stuff. I think that would be really hard to live with someone like that. I don't know. I mean, I really like Geralt. I think Geralt is much more... He's a lot sexier than Cullen, I think. So when it comes to looks and attractiveness, I think Geralt. But when it comes to, I don't know, being able to spend your time with someone and actually, like, you know, have somewhat of a normal life, Cullen. Oh no, I got a double. It's Alastair though, so that's okay. Oh, Alastair can have two swords now. You want one, Anders? Anders, I could give you a sword. Oh, I think I got the other Morrigan. I got the question mark Morrigan, because this Morrigan, the regular one, doesn't come with the little ice thing. Cool. Who is your favorite Dragon Age romance and Mass Effect romance of all time? Of the series? Of the whole series? Oh my god. Okay, hold on, I have to think about this. Of the Dragon Age series, I think Alastair. I fell in love with Alastair. It was just such an emotional ride for me, that romance. But they do such a great job with the romances in Dragon Age, especially Dragon Age Inquisition. But I think I've got to say, out of this Dragon Age series, Alastair is my favorite romance. And then probably Cullen. I think the Cullen romance is just absolutely... It's just so well done. It feels realistic. And Cullen is just, I don't know, I just love it. But I think my favorite is Alastair. The Mass Effect romances. I think Liara. I've never romanced Liara. Actually, I was romancing Liara in a playthrough of mine that I never finished. I was romancing Liara with a male shepherd. I've only romanced Ashley and Miranda in Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and then Mass Effect 3 again, Ashley. They're not my favorite romances, but I feel like those were the romances that fit my shepherd the best. But when it comes to the way that it plays out, especially throughout all the 3 games, I think Liara was so well done. Even in Mass Effect 2, even though you couldn't romance her, there was still something there, especially if you played the Shadow Broker DLC. Who would you want for your roommate, Yennefer or Morrigan? Oh my god. Neither. Oh my god. I think Yennefer. I mean, Yennefer could be really a witch with a capital B. I'm thinking of the relationship between Yennefer and Triss. They're really good friends, and Triss has said that if she had to choose between Yennefer and Geralt, she would choose Yennefer, her friendship with Yennefer. Yennefer does know how to be a good friend and all that. It's complicated with Geralt and stuff, but I think I'd prefer Yennefer because I feel like I could trust Yennefer more than I would be able to trust Morrigan, because Morrigan's just so shady, and I just don't know if she's usually in it for her own benefit. Yennefer sometimes is as well, but when it comes to her friends like Triss, she's loyal to the end, and she won't backstab. She would never backstab Triss. So I think I'd prefer Yennefer. I love the interviews that you do. Can you tell us how you prepare for them, and which is your favorite so far? Preparing for an interview is usually I don't over prepare, because if I over prepare myself, I usually get really nervous. So I have to treat it, even though inside I know it's like, oh my god, this is something so big. I prefer to have it more as an excitement than as a stress, than as nerves, because it is very hard to do, especially when you start. When you first start, it's like, oh my god, you could always tell in my interviews, the beginning, you could feel, at least I think, you could feel my nerves in the beginning. But then the people that I've interviewed, I've been really lucky that the people that I've interviewed are so down to earth, and they're so cool. They're like so willing to talk to you that I feel comfortable immediately right after. The intro is always the hardest for me. The introduction is always the hardest. So I always try to, that's the only part that I try to practice a lot. The introduction, I'm Gamer MDD3, this is so-and-so. That part I don't know why it's so hard for me, because I'm like, oh my god. I'd pretty much just take your guys' questions. I add my questions, and I make a questionnaire type of thing, like a script almost, to kind of stay on track. And I try to not only stay to one specific topic, I like to, start off with their background, where how they started, that kind of thing, like to kind of ease into who they are and what they do. And my favorite one, that I can't answer. I can't give you an exact answer because I love them all. I love all the interviews because they've all been extremely special to me. The Mark Muir interview was absolutely amazing. I mean, just listening to him was so bizarre, because I'm like, man, this is Commander Shepard. So you can imagine how big that one was for me. So that one was special because it was the first one. My interview with Adam Harrington was really fun as well, because he was so easy to talk to. It's like you're talking to a friend. Like, he's so approachable. He's not shy from doing the voices that he does. He will totally do them for you. You don't even have to ask. He just does it. So you could really feel that he loves what he does. So talking to Adam Harrington was a treat. Doug Cockle was also extremely fun to talk to, because I love his voice, because it's so different from Geralt, but at the same time, you could hear Geralt in there. you know, it fascinates me just to listen to him because I'm like, he doesn't have that, obviously, that deep rasp and that kind of monotone that Geralt has, which he has on purpose. A lot of people think that he's just like, you know, like why does he sound like that? He sounds like that on purpose because he's supposed to be this emotionless, monotone witcher, you know, that doesn't, he's neutral, absolutely neutral. So it's done on purpose. But he just has this really calming voice. Like, I could listen to him talk forever because he's got this really calming voice. And you could hear Geralt in there. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so cool. You know, I love his range. My interview with Nick was really fun as well because, I mean, we're friends. So it was just like talking to him like any other day, like talking to somebody about games. And I love talking about game development. So going deep into what he does was also extremely interesting and fun for me. And Nick is another person that I could listen to talk for the longest time as well because of his voice. Like, he's got such a calming voice. It's just like, oh dude, I could listen to him talk about video games forever. I would love to interview more people like that, like Nick, on the development side, because I like talking about how games are made. I mean, I love talking to voice actors, but I like the behind the scenes of games as well. So I'm hopefully going to try to do that more, look for developers. So yeah, all of my interviews, whether I mention them or not, have been extremely special, a huge treat for me to do. So I love them all for different reasons. How do you feel about Blackwall now compared to before you played the game and how everything went with him? A lot of people think that after I played the game that I didn't like Blackwall. That they were like, oh, he was a huge disappointment for you. He wasn't, actually. I think Blackwall's story, especially if you play a female and you romance him, because it's different. If you play a male, he's very different. With my male character. Oh no, dude! Damn it! I got another Morrigan. She's the same one too. I guess it's not that rare. I guess it's just a mystery. It's not really rare. But yeah, I wasn't disappointed in Blackwall at all. There was the whole mysteriousness to him in the very beginning, before I played the game, that was very intriguing, where I wanted to know more. You know, I love Grey Wardens, so I was intrigued by his story, and I was like, oh, I want to know more about him. And I loved... We will have none of that. I have one more left, and I hope it's not. I really, really hope it's not a double, like another Anders. So, yeah, obviously I was more excited about Blackwall before I played the game, because there was that intrigue. But afterwards, I still loved Blackwall because of the intensity of his story. I love that. I mean, I've said this before, I'm all about the drama with characters. I love the drama. I mean, even if it's like, even if it rips your heart out, I love that stuff. I hate boring and normal characters. Like, that's where, like, you know, like, freaking do something. I don't know. So... I got the Grey Warden. This is the Grey Warden, right? It almost looks like Hawk. Oh, that's why it looks like Hawk, because he's wearing the armor of the Grey Warden that I have on my Hawk in Dragon Age 2. Oh, he looks so cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, what's he come with? Oh, a big sword. Nice. Nice. But yeah, I like characters with intensity. I love characters with drama, even if it's like betrayal and like death and, you know, all this crazy stuff. I love that. It just, oh my god, I love that type of writing. So I am all for that. I love Blackwall. I think he's a cool character. Play as Asari or Turian? Turian all the freaking way. I mean, I love Asarian. Asarians. I mean, I love Asari, but Turians. Batman versus Superman movie is in the media a lot. Yes, it is, and it shouldn't be. Recently, do you admit Batman could beat Superman? No, I don't. I don't think so. I mean, Batman's gotta, maybe because Batman's gotta have all these freaking crazy gadgets and gizmos and stuff. Maybe. I think in the comics, Batman has kryptonite gloves or something like that. Freaking cheater. Can you all say cheater? Bat cheater, man. No, I really don't care about the movie. I love Superman. I love Batman. I like Superman more. But I prefer to see Batman and Superman fight together against one evil and not fight against each other, because I'm like, why? You know, like, why though? You know, I mean, I think the movie's gonna have some kind of twist to it where Superman is probably made to look like he's a threat, you know, where Batman's like, I need to put this guy down. But even then, like, I just don't like that, you know. I prefer to see them like in the Justice League, you know, fighting together, not fighting against each other, because that's just so cliche. It's so overdone. It's like, oh, Batman's gonna beat Superman. I really don't care, you know. If he does beat Superman, it's because he's cheating. I mean, Superman's kind of cheating too, because he's got all these superpowers and stuff, but I mean, he can't really do anything about it. So they should just be friends. God, jeez. What's your favorite part of filming on YouTube? Sharing my enthusiasm, my love for games, and then seeing that reciprocated, like seeing what comes out of that, you know. I mean, I'm being absolutely honest here. You guys know my videos are always about what I honestly think, what I honestly feel. I'm never faking anything. Some people are always like, oh, you're just faking it for the views. And I'm like, you know, if I was faking it for the views, if I really was faking it for the views, if I really wanted to just, if I was all about that, I would be putting up a bunch of videos on the latest games, like all the biggest games announced. I'd be putting videos out the minute they were announced, but I don't. Why? Because sometimes I don't have anything to say about it. Like, I've gotten this question so much. Oh, are we going to get a reaction to Fallout 4? Fallout 4 looks really interesting. I've said it from the very beginning. When I saw that trailer, I was like, that looks really cool. They did a really good job with the trailer and stuff and what they're showing off at E3. They did a really good job with that trailer. But aside from that, I'm not a huge Fallout fan. So if I was all about the views, I would have done a reaction to Fallout, even though I'm not a huge Fallout fan. I never beat Fallout 3. It was fun, but, you know, I wasn't too huge of a fan. So why would I make a reaction to a game that I'm not a big fan of? Because I'm not doing it for the views, that's why. So I only talk about games that I love, games that I have enthusiasm for, a lot of enthusiasm for, a lot of excitement for. That's what I like this channel to be about. Sometimes I do news videos of games that I'm interested in, where I'm like, ooh, I want to know more about this game. But my focus is games that I like, because I want to share that excitement. Because it's what makes people happy. You know, that's what people want to see. They want to see positivity. A lot of people want to see negativity as well, like rants and all that. But I think it's a different feeling. You know, it's a different feeling when you're doing a rant. They might be funny to see sometimes, or they might be interesting to see. You know, I'm not always about the positives. I do discuss negatives. But I prefer seeing a positive response. I prefer seeing people saying, oh, this made my day, or, you know, this made me laugh so much. I think that's what I love the most about YouTube, is seeing that response, that I can make your guys' day, because I know what that's like to look for something that will just make you smile. So for me to be able to do that is my goal with YouTube. A lot of people have told me that, and it hits me, and I'm like, it's all worth it. You know, it's just, in that moment, I'm like, it's all worth it. And it's what makes me want to keep going. So I think my favorite thing about recording is the response that I get when I share my enthusiasm. I think it's better to share positivity than it is to share negativity. I mean, everyone has bad days. Everyone already has enough negativity in their life. So why look for more, you know? I think people should be excited about gaming because gaming is an awesome medium. And it's just the technology is absolutely impressive. Where it is now and where it's going, it's something that should be celebrated, I think. So that's the way I see my channel. And being able to get a positive response from you guys is what I love. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for your guys' questions on Twitter. I like to usually ask on Twitter and on Facebook, but this was I literally just tweeted when I sat down right here. So I was just taking the fastest thing, which was Twitter. These are my little toys, my little Dragon Age toys. I think they are really cool. I think they're a perfect size. They're not too big. They're not too small. I got 2 doubles, which is a shame. But I really like the ones that I got. Morgan, Alastair, and the Grey Warden and Anders. Out of all of them, I really like how Anders looks like, actually. I think Anders looks really cool. So when I can, I'm going to buy more and I'll show you, I'll do a video like this again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you guys later. Alastair, you're so beautiful. I know. Aren't I? We're so beautiful. Oh, you're poking my eye. That's dangerous. Do not try to kiss with a sword in your hand.